Welcome to the channel and grid on Xbox One X in 4K. So today I'm going to do the OKUTAMA Super Lap Challenge, which is a tuner race. Fastest tuner I've driven yet. I've just purchased for 390,000 grid bucks the Audi R8 1-to-1. Now I'm not sure if this is, I was trying to find information out about this car. I'm not sure if it's a V10 or a V10 Plus, maybe even a V8. But this is probably going to be the fastest thing I've driven as yet. It's absolutely ludicrously quick, this thing. So the idea of this is obviously to get the best lap, so it's a time attack. Now this is seriously fast. Oh, my eyes bleeding. Really tight little corner coming up. We've got another really tight, which I snuck on his inside. Nice little overtake there, or undertake, whatever you want to call it. And then bit of a left-hander here, give it a bit of skid, get it round. Nasty little section this. If you get this wrong, oh, I did hit the wall there. Sometimes you get that wrong, it just turns into pinball through that S-bend, and it's not good. But I managed to get away with that. I did clip the side. And we've got a really tight U-turn here coming up. A little bit too much handbrake there and brake. Slowed right down. Could have utilised that to overtake him. Now obviously with this guy in front, he's going to impair me getting my best lap time. So I really want to get past this dude. This section is nasty as hell. I've hit him trying to slow down. I'm going to hit the wall. Not good. It'll be interesting as where I come after this, because obviously I've had not the best lap. So if I can get a first place here, I'll be surprised he just blew right past me. Look at that speed. I'm going to hit this corner full on, hopefully. Oh, I was hoping to get on his inside. I managed to hit my backside again. I'm surprised he's not fed up with me at the moment. That's actually my teammate. Maybe he's a bit more tolerant. So I've gotten the first there. So let's see if I can push this even harder. So I got a 143.88. Or 0.88 I should say. So let's see if I can beat that time. That felt a bit slower through there. Definitely slower through here too. Unintentionally. I've lost a lot of speed. I've been going up that hill. Bit more of a slide there, yeah, as I thought. I'm down on time at this point. I've hit that wall again. Come on. Got away with it again. That can be really nasty, clipping that wall. You kind of get chucked into the opposite wall and then into the rock face. It's kind of race over at that point if you don't terminally damage your vehicle. I've only actually had 3 or 4 terminal damages, and that was where I was just really trying to push the vehicle I was in to get the best time, and I just got that corner that little bit wrong, just went that little bit fast into it and just decimated the vehicle. Oh, big hit there. That's not going to help me. I'm going to clip this guy, trying to get on his outside. Hit the wall again for the second time as well. And I've clipped that wall now, and now I'm going to hit that wall, and again. Trying to avoid the AI there, and it just, I got the worst of it basically. But that's typically what you get in this circuit, because you're so fast and there's so many tight turns next to each other. You kind of just get bounced all over the place when it goes wrong. I'm going to keep pushing though. I'm still in first place at the moment. I'm going to see if I can push this last lap out. Maybe, if I drive hard enough here. Oh, these guys are going to get in the way. Maybe I can get a better time. Nice job of reeling those guys in. I should be able to get this guy before the corner and even sneak under the next one. There's 2 in front of me. The other's quite close to me in proximity. But this circuit's beautiful. I absolutely love it. I was so close to that rock face there. I clipped that wall. Yeah, I'm down again. Look, not good. But yeah, awesome circuit this. If you haven't driven it before, it is a great circuit, and it's really treacherous. I might be making this look easier than it is. I promise you, this is a tough as hell circuit to drive. Even I'm making mistakes on it. So and I don't tend to make too many mistakes, not when I'm driving. This is only my second run on this circuit. I had actually done a run the other evening, and I thought I'll come back to this, see if I can blow it away and record it for the channel. But at the moment, I've got a feeling my time was nigh on identical. If I'm right, I think my best time was a 1:43.087. So I was just looking at a bit of paper there to remind myself. And this lap is, or the best lap I've got here, it is 0.88, so literally 0.1 of nothing, basically, between lap times. So I was really messy on those last 2 laps, quite disappointing. So this circuit, OKUTAMA GP, for me is definitely the jewel in the crown for Grid. It's my favourite circuit. It's extremely fast, but on top of that, it's also very technical. There's a lot of places, if you get it just slightly wrong, it turns into your worst nightmare. And I just love it for its speed and its technicality more than anything else. Now, obviously, in terms of lap times, again, like I said a few moments ago, 0.01 between my previous run and this run. So obviously I made mistakes on my first run. I was probably driving slow. I didn't actually hit any walls on my first run or anything, so I'm guessing I was just driving that a little bit more precautious because I hadn't driven the circuit in such a long time since, I can't remember, it was in Grid Autosport. I think it was the last time I drove this. Pretty certain it was in Grid Autosport. But you know, very, very tough circuit, but an awesome circuit. Definitely in my top 10 of all time, you know, video game best circuits. OKUTAMA GP, amazing circuit. But going back to lap times, obviously, if I can avoid sliding around as much, which, you know, I did do a little bit of that, and obviously hitting walls, obviously, you know, there's a big amount of time to save there. I lost easily anywhere between 20-25 seconds there. So it's all about, you know, getting that perfect lap, which is really easy to say, but obviously doing it and doing everything right in one shot is really tough. Obviously there are people out there that can do it. I'm what's the word? I'm generally pretty good at getting around circuit clean, but in terms of, you know, getting the best lap time, I really have to push myself to the limits, and I find that I push myself best when other gamers are pushing me. So, you know, things like Forza Motorsport 7 or 6 Rivals, Forza Motorsport 5, Forza Motorsport 4 Rivals, you know, those modes really push me to improve my lap times, and that's by having people on my friends list that push me. I'm a little disappointed I've not seen a race net here as such, in terms of like a community race net events. I'm hoping they're going to come. I did ask the question, I've not had an answer yet from Grid or Codemasters, so I'm just hoping that's going to come in the future. The other thing I'm hoping for in DLC is new circuits, and I'm hoping they'll give us a few, because at the moment I'm counting 13 plus variants, which, you know, is coming out to be quite a few, but it's 13 circuits still. Most people will look at it and go, it's 13 circuits, that's not a whole lot. And I tend to agree with that. I think, you know, for me, I was expecting Big Sur here. I was expecting a couple of the other point-to-point circuits that are like Big Sur, as well as obviously, you know, big circuits like Nuremberg and stuff, and Le Mans. I was expecting to see those in the game, and they're not here either. So a little bit disappointed in the number of circuits, I'll be honest. What is here is really top grade circuit quality, and, you know, Grid has always been great at circuits. This circuit, this OKUTAMA GP, by far easily hits my top 10 best circuits in video games. You know, I love this. In fact, that's a video I might put together. But yeah, I absolutely love this circuit to bits. It's got everything you want from a circuit. It's mentally fast and extremely technical. And when things go wrong, and the great thing about Grid is when things go wrong, the car shreds itself to pieces. You know, if you make mistakes here, your car's going to pay for it. I do a full damage on, and terminal damaging as well. So when I'm racing these with you, there's always a chance that's going to happen too. I don't record everything I do in grid. I tend to record the stuff that's a little bit different from what I've shown before. If I'm driving a different vehicle, then I might record it then as well. If there's anything that you haven't seen from grid yet that you do want to see, drop me some details in the comments, and I will make sure I get it onto the channel, even if there's only one or two of you asking for it. I'm not getting a lot of traction on these videos at the moment, which is a shame, because I love this game, and I was hoping to give this game a little bit more exposure than it's had, because I think it's fantastic. It's the best thing since sliced bread, and it's definitely the best racing game we've had in a very long time. It's just, I miss games like your Burnouts and your Midnight Clubs and those types of games, where you had like lots of high adrenaline racing, but it didn't take itself ultimately too seriously. And that is pretty much what grid is. It's all about the race and the race experience, and this is some of the best racing I've had on this generation of console. So 143 point, where's it gone? 088, and my best was in the 087, as I said, which put me 494th in the world. So I'm pretty chuffed with that. Now, I was thinking that this leaderboard thing was showing me in the middle of the leaderboard. Ignore that, it puts you in the middle of the screen all the time. So this isn't a representation of you being in the middle of the leaderboard, it's a representation of your time, and that's it. You can't trust it for any more than that. What I'd love to see on that screen is number of people that have raced it. That would be a nice indicator. 494 out of 1,000 people, okay, it's 50%, it's okay, but 494 out of 50,000 people, then it's something about, yeah, that was good, I'm chuffed with that. So I'd love to see them add the number of people that have raced these circuits, and not just what they're doing at the moment. Well, I hope you've enjoyed this video. If you did, maybe drop me a like, maybe subscribe. Thanks for watching, genuinely appreciated. Take care, keep well, and most importantly, come back soon.